what's going on, Facebook fam? I usually don't do Facebook Lives, but I felt moved to do one today. And I think I'm going to do them a little bit more often with Facebook. So here's the thing, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about pricing. And, way back in the day, I used to teach a pricing class. I haven't done one in a while. Maybe I'll do it again, but I don't know. But I wanted to make a couple of points. I saw a couple of people in my timelines concerned about people being able to afford their prices, and they wanted to be more conscious of what other people could afford. And that is admirable. That is noble. I believe. I love it. However, let me say this much. When you walk into Walmart, you don't ask them to lower the price. When you walk into Neiman Marcus, you don't ask them to lower the price. It's something that they choose to do out of the goodness of their hearts or whatever. Maybe getting rid of inventory. When you talk to your landlord, you don't ask them to lower the rent. Get where I'm going with this? Pricing is finite. That is something that you should be set on in your company. When you set prices for your things, now I always tell people every year you should do a price increase, but we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about getting over that mind shit of pricing your services and your products. Here's the thing, price is non-negotiable, especially when you're dealing with me. I do not negotiate on price for anything in any of my companies, but terms are negotiable. Let me explain. I learned a long time ago in real estate that terms are flexible, terms are negotiable. For a house, the price may be the price. And yeah, you might say, oh, we can talk down the price, a couple thousand, whatever. But there are a lot of people out there that are like, look, my house is worth this, non-negotiable, which is fine. And I'm good with that. But pricing is only one part of the equation. There are terms. And I don't know if a lot of you are considering this or thinking about it. It's the same thing as payment plan. You can say that. I like to offer different payment plans and payment structures for my clients, whether it's one-time pay or two pay or four pay or an annual. A monthly pay for an annual thing. It depends on what the client and the situation is and what their capacity is. But when somebody wants something bad enough, they are willing to invest in it, and it's not your job to convince them that they can afford it. What your job is to make it so that it's attainable to them. Okay? I am a huge advocate of pricing for value, pricing, the high point, never undercutting yourself. And there have been times when I've done that in the past, and I get that and I understand it, but that's okay. But what I wanted to share with you is start thinking of different terms. Pricing is finite, terms are flexible. I keep saying finite, maybe that's the wrong word. But anyway, make sure that you are offering your clients or potential clients the opportunity to work with you in a manner that works best for them. Not a price that works best for them. I see a lot of people mad that they can't afford certain things, and I hate to sound cold and callous, but that is not the problem of the vendor. That is not the problem of the business. It is up to you to decide how you can afford something. And I'm not going to get on my high horse and preachy and all the other nonsense because everybody knows their pockets. I'm not in the business of evaluating people's pockets. What I am in the business of is doing business, providing services, providing product, and making sure that the end goal is achieved. However that needs to happen, that needs to happen. Now, I'll give you an example. When I'm working with clients that are startups, they're not my target demographic, and I very rarely take those because they can't afford me, first of all. But second, what I do is I give them options. I break down a payment plan for them instead of getting a lump sum, which is more palatable. I offer equity terms, which I'm not going to get into right now, but I'll take a small equity percentage to help them if I feel the company is something that is big enough or has the potential to be big enough to grow and scale. So there are a variety of ways that you can work with clients. Don't pigeonhole yourself just because you think someone can't afford it. Trust me, people will afford what they want to afford. They will make a way. Just like they go out there and buy those Jordans, just like they go out there and buy those Louboutins, just like they go out there and buy whatever car, they will make the way to get what they feel is valuable to them. And I want you to start understanding that and believing that. You know, I don't care if you charge $25,000 or $250. I don't care if you charge $2 or $1,200. Do it in a manner that is good for your bottom line, that values your expertise, excuse me, and palatable for your customer. So keep those prices if they're going to be high. I don't ever want to see or hear again to my, oh, well, I think this is too high for a potential client. No, people will pay for what they value. And I need you to understand that. So remember, there's terms. You can be flexible. You're the bank. You're the bank. If you want to charge interest for doing terms, do that. I know plenty of people who do that. I do that. So if something is, say, $10,000 and you give them a 6-month payment plan, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more than $10,000 at the end for the convenience, because you still have to process those payments and you still have to pay for those processing fees. See what I mean? So it's the cost of doing business. It's part of doing business. So work on the pricing, the pricing strategy, work on your terms, and get out there and charge what you know you're supposed to be charging. So with that said, I just wanted to bring a quick video for that and let you know that you can do this. You can make money, you can still be equitable, and you can still satisfy the needs of your clients. So with that said, I'll be back later for another tip. I just don't know when or what I'm going to talk about. But get on that pricing and get on those terms. Have a happy holidays. Talk to you guys later. Bye.